looking forward to.
Speaking of things that Shipwreck's looking forward to playing.
Yes.
Snafu.
Now, we all know how much Shipwreck hates the Tony Hawk games, but they're remastering them anyway, and they're coming this September. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Yes.
As
the good games.
Yes. Now, here's my question for you, Shipwreck. What are the chances that Spider-Man is available on all consoles?
0.
What do you think the chances are that Spider-Man is available on the PS4 version of the game?
Pretty high.
Do they have another Marvel character available on the Xbox to make up for the lack of Spider-Man?
I have to remember, who did they put into
They
2X?
followed up.
Did they put somebody into 2X?
No, but Wolverine was in 3. And then I believe Iron Man was in one of them also. I think was it Underground? Thug had Iron Man in it.
Who?
Is that going to be
Iron Man?
Is this going to be 60 frames per second?
It's going to be $40. I've already pre-ordered it.
Oh, it says 4K
going to be
resolution and 60 frames per second.
So this one's using the original source code, right?
I believe so.
So they're not like the last time they tried to do this and they like half-assed it and recreated it. They decided to make a whole bunch of changes to it, which is not what you want to do with these games.
Right.
This is like when I saw this announced, I was like, oh, this was the first one. I'm like, crap, we don't have E3, because this would be like the perfect thing for E3 to like one of our meetings to go get hands on with this game.
Yep.
Because it's instantly like, it's all about the controls with this thing. So this is the first instance of a game like where I'm like, you know what? E3 still has some value on these things, like where they're not ready to like release a public demo, but they're ready to have like press with hands-on time.
In your face, Jeff Keighley.
Right.
Still needed E3.
But
you can't download controls.
Right. You can't. And that's all. It's all about like, you can watch the videos and it doesn't tell you like, okay, does this feel right? Which I don't know. Are we going to talk about the Gamer of Summerfest or whatever this thing is?
Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest?
Yes.
Brought to you by Jeff Keighley.
Brought to you by Jeff Keighley. Nonstop. Isn't everything awesome? Everything is awesome. Every day.
Summer starts in May now.
We're 2 weeks into this thing. Every day is more awesome than the next. Keighley's great. I cannot keep up the enthusiasm for this long.
I'm actually having a Jeff Keighley-less summer. That's what I'm having over here. I like Jeff Keighley too, but I'm just going to watch the videos when I can get them on YouTube. And like today, there was the PlayStation one. Mm-hmm. I just waited a few hours and just watched the.
Yeah, PlayStation tweeted it out. And I went, all right, thanks.
Yeah. I'm just going to scrub through this and then, eat dinner.
We'll talk about that.
Do it all without Jeff Keighley. I know that Jeff Keighley.
Now, or are we going to talk about it in the Sony section?
We can talk about it later.
Oh yeah,
we're not quite there yet.
But
anyway, look, Jeff Keighley's got to eat. It's tough. It's tough out there for everybody. So good for him.
Yeah, leave the guy alone.
Shipwreck.
It's fine.
Seriously, Shipwreck, what is your problem?
My problem
is he's a human being.
It's silly. That's my problem. I don't really have a problem. It's just extremely silly.
Why? These companies like to have somebody to host the things and produce them, and he knows how to do it. So why not him?
Yeah. What's your problem? Why do you hate Jeff Keighley?
Companies obviously see value in it, and
he gets things trending on the Twitters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I don't have a problem with it. It's just silly.
You sound like you have a problem with it.
Sounds like you have a problem with him specifically.
Oh, yeah, specifically with him.
Hate that guy. He seems like an incredibly nice guy.
Yes, I'm sure he is.
He's never tripped us when we walk past him at E3.
No, never spat in our direction.
Mm-mm.
No.
He did walk a little faster when we were the only two walking behind him on a dark street one time.
Well, I kept like moaning and stuff.
He's a fast walker though. He's got places to be.
Yeah. But I'm from New York. I'm a fast walker too. People in California are not fast walkers. They don't even know how to walk, to be honest. Only when they think they're being chased by a skinhead and a redhead and a ginger. Then they walk fast. All right. Where are we here? This is interesting. I don't know if you've read this news item, but this question comes from @Shane, aka Shibby. He's probably our most famous listener, by the way.
Really? Why? Who is he?
He's like a YouTube guy. Click on his name. You can find out who he is. I got to read the question. You figure out who he is.
Okay.
I need to hear you guys' thoughts, your guys' thoughts on the Culling Origins news. The business model they announced like two days ago is a real mess. Have you read about this, Wombat?
I read it, and it is ridiculous, and I tried to open it up so I could read it verbatim, but the Forbes link that you put on the outline has so much going on that it's still trying to load up.
I know. I when I put it on there, I was thinking, should I really be linking to Forbes? Because it looks like it's ads for sneakers. There's an ad for billions.
It's so much autoplay video. It's ridiculous.
I can explain it. It's pretty interesting. Everybody thinks
pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy. Everybody is panning the idea, but the idea is the Culling is a 16-player battle royale. It had like a small fan base, and then it just all their fans basically died off when Fortnite and PUBG got big, and they eventually had to pull the game from the stores because it was a financial drain just even like selling the game and supporting it. And they've now decided to re-release it as the Culling Origins, and it's going to be a $6 game, and that $6 gets you the ability to play the game once a day, one round of Battle Royale. And if you want to play more, you have to pay like an arcade.
You have to pay. You have to buy tokens.
Yeah, money. So I don't know how much that's going to cost. They have not specified the dollar amounts, but there's no way to buy full access to the game, so you can just play it an unlimited amount of times. At least
I think the first day you get an unlimited amount, and they are selling passes that are for like 7-day passes or 30.
Oh, really?
Passes. Yes. I saw that in one of the other posts. I don't know how much it all costs, but I feel like I saw more information than you're giving. And again, I can't open your stupid link. So,
hey, I have no connection to Forbes. I just came up and.
But no, I mean, I feel like it's dumb.
It sounds dumb, right? It sounds ridiculous. Really.
I think what makes it dumb isn't even so much the buying the tokens, or it's that if I pay for a game, I want to be able to play the game.
Right. Why would you even pay $6?
Why would I pay the $6?
Just make it free
Just
or
make
not.
it free. Yeah, exactly. Make it free and make me want to play more than once a day.
But don't you think it's so obvious for us to just say, "Oh, that's a stupid idea." Like that's the obvious thing to anybody.
It's a new idea. It's not like totally terrible.
Oh, like what if it works? Is the question? Yeah.
Well, what I was going to say is like nobody knows their players more than they do, or their game more than they do, and you would think that there's some data that they've been crunching.
I don't know.
Says, hey,
I mean,
maybe,
to put simply, the game better be good. Like your game has to be really good.
What if there's a certain number of people, even if it's not that many? But there's a certain number of people, let's say like 5,000 people, which is
that is a certain number.
That is a certain number of people. But let's say that they're addicted to the game or something. They just need to play the game, and they're gonna pay. I don't know. They can't. But it's still just not that many people. I don't know. They couldn't have just come up with this idea willy-nilly. There must be some data behind it.
I think you're giving them too much credit, to be perfectly honest.
It just seems so obvious that it's a bad idea that we don't know what they know.
It seems like such a bad idea that you feel like they must know something you don't.
Exactly.
And that makes perfect sense what you're saying.
Exactly.
I don't disagree with your thought process, but there's also part of me that says I think it's the simplest solution of they have no idea what they're doing and they want to recoup their loss.
But think about it. They had this game, okay? It had they got people to play it, and it was, it had some popularity at some point. So the game's already built and, basically ready to go. It's a sunk cost. They've already developed this game years ago. They just had to paint, put a coat of paint on it, basically.
Again, it goes with then why not make it a free download?
Because they must know that there's going to be X number of people who are going to pay $6
for it.
And then
X number they're going to pay whatever after that as well.
They must just know. and maybe it doesn't need to be that many because the game, like I said, the game's already made and maybe doesn't require that much upkeep. And it's also maybe an experiment too for them and for some other project that they have coming in the future. It just seems like, it seems more unbelievable that they just came up with this model for like, fuck it, let's just see if this works. That seems more unbelievable than like there's some reasoning behind it. But we'll see. I don't know.
We will see. We'll all find out together.
Because didn't someone say like you only need like, not related to video games at all, but if you have like 1,000 fans who are really diehard, that you could like be supported off them. I think that was the number.